Going on to my Geminis. So you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Tower, the Eight of Pentacles, the Judgment, the Six of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Ten of Wands, and the Six of Wands. So for you Geminis, obviously the Six of Cups, y'all already know what's going on. Someone is coming back. Someone wants to holler at you again. The Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Tower. This is about how a lot of you Geminis happen to be in a particular situation where what it is that a lot of you want to do is a lot of, I should say more so what has happened to you within the past couple of days or a couple of weeks is the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor, and the Tower. You're trying to, somebody that you thought that you could trust, that seemed like they were very good in the first place, they were upstanding, turned out to be, unfortunately, a disappointment. So, and if you're paying attention, it's making sense, because this is why you're getting the Six of Cups, them wanting to come back. This is why you're getting the Judgment, you cutting ties with them. Because, again, the Emperor, the Tower, they seemed so promising, right? They seemed very promising. They liked you. They were interested. You know, things were firing off on different cylinders so much, right? But then it's like so many things happened, like the Seven of Pentacles. There was never any kind of talk that was ever gearing up to anything actually serious. There was always one monotone type of talk, which was nothing serious. Them keeping it as light as possible, right? Small talk. The Emperor and the Tower is about how it is that when it came to interacting with them, now the only time when they want to get serious is when it comes time now for them to hang around y'all Geminis, and now all of a sudden they start being very serious about what they're getting out of a relationship being with you. And it's probably some of that booty, you know, because they think a lot of you Geminis look good, which a lot of Geminis do look good. And because of that, they're looking at it, you know, you just felt like, wow, you know, this person doesn't care at all. The Eight of Pentacles now represents this being a situation where, so the Eight of Pentacles is what? The Eight of Pentacles is them, you know, you kind of perceiving it like, so what did they think was going to happen, right? The Judgment, right? When the two of you broke up, it's like now the Six of Cups, they're back. And it's like, you know, the way that you Geminis are perceiving it, it's like, oh, what did you think was going to happen? You think that not hanging out with me for a couple days, weeks, you know, months was enough to have me forget about all the messed up things that you did? Do you think that's enough? And that's the particular situation that a lot of you Geminis are looking at like, these people are delusional, because a lot of you are like, do you really think that was going to be enough? And the Judgment now represents how this is the reason why you had to stop. One of the reasons among many, unfortunately, why a lot of you Geminis felt like you had to stop hanging out with these people in the first place. It's because a lot of you Geminis understood that you couldn't hang out with them because you can't trust them. You know, they let a few days, weeks, months, go by, and now all of a sudden they're coming right back in, Six of Cups, coming in, trying to show you that they care, trying to holler at you again, all of that type of stuff, right? All that gobbledygook. And then what happens? And then the next thing you know, these people are reaching out to you again, the Knight of Cups, and here they go with the nonsense of them trying to get their foot back in the door, trying to see what's going on with you. Yes, Gemini. Yes, when it comes to people who do things like that, you gotta understand, Gemini, like, because a lot of y'all usually in the past usually are the ones that ends up getting people hooked. So now that a lot of you Geminis are a little bit more serious and the shoe's on the other foot, a lot of you Geminis have not necessarily gotten certain lessons that unfortunately that you should have got. Yeah, people will try things like this, just like any other stage in your life, you will have people who will try to get you, even in love, even in love, how people think everything is transactional, because this is why it is that, like, a lot of people, if you think about it, this is why a lot of people could try to convince the other person that they like them so that the other person can give them cash prizes, some sort of, if you catch my drift, right? Some sort of that, if you know what I mean, that fun stuff, if you know what I mean, and because they're looking at it from a transactional point of view. Even if there's no kind of cash being exchanged, they're still looking at it from a transactional point of view. Because the situation with me is that I wasn't going out with this person, but I've been in certain situations where a person, will try to will essentially have you thinking that they're running a business that later it turned out to be fake, all just to not pay to understand how to effectively run a business in the first place, and the person the whole time, because I'm not necessarily going out with the person, but the person the whole time is lying about so many things. They're lying about being married, all this other stuff, lying about being fired, all this other stuff that doesn't have anything to do with it in the first place. And what makes it so goofy is the fact, my dear Geminis, is the fact that the person, like, they didn't even have to do that at all. For real. I would have had more respect for them if they didn't do any of that, because there was no need for them to do that type of stuff. Like, I already rocked with them in the first place. They are an Aquarius, and which is an air sign. So it goes to show you, like, they didn't even have to do any of that, but they chose to do that nonsense. So it's like the Knight of Cups, again, like, one of the things that a lot of you Geminis are going to understand, especially if you're paying attention, that is, right? If you're not just kind of only looking at it from one perspective, but a lot of people do a lot of extreme things, especially when it comes to when they interact with others, right? Just in a general basis. But yes, even more so in love. People do very extreme things. And it's very dysfunctional when people start to do those extreme things, because it's not necessary, especially when you like the person. And it really goes to show you the mentality, right? The Six of Cups, it goes to show you, right? The Knight of Cups, the mentality that some people have. Because, again, who they are, right? Shout outs to K. Blau. Shout outs to, Seth McChristian Thomas. The person comes through all the way through the ether. And what I perceive, I mean, they could correct me if I'm wrong, but what I perceive Seth is talking about is who, like, they end up positioning themselves out of whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they look so extreme to the point where it's like, wow, like, this person embarrassed themselves with the extreme mentality that they had. And the same thing goes for, more specifically with you Geminis. Like I was just talking about, how people will be in a relationship with somebody and treat them like trash because they're insecure. And it's like, you got the person. You actually have the person right there hanging out with you. Why don't you just be with the person? But people have to be like, nah, like with the mentality of, nah, it's just too good. I just can't rock with it. Nah, it's just too good. And it's like, why? But Gemini, while they have the mentality of, nah, it's just too good, you Geminis are the ones that had to take the trauma of that nonsense. Them doing all these extreme things, talking to you and dealing with you in a very unhealthy, extreme way. And a lot of you Geminis, didn't really deserve certain things. And the thing about it is the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands is that a lot of you Geminis, like I said, y'all, when it comes to this person, a lot of you Geminis have made peace with this person. You've made peace with them in the sense that you don't dislike them. You don't have any kind of curry favor, against them. It's more so you just don't want to hang around them because you can't trust them. So it's not necessarily curry favor. It's not a skewed perception, right? It's just that you understand that when this person comes around you, this person displays a level of combativeness that's warlike. And a lot of you Geminis can't have that. You shouldn't have that. And then you have the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands now represents, because again, this is them. This is you, right? Being peaceful and you walking, and this is them galloping up on their horse with a spear. And it's like, what are they going to do with that? Why do they feel the need to have this type of mentality? And honestly, though, Gemini, a lot of you Geminis should be right now just be focusing on, continuing to have the delusional people, the goofies, stay away from you as for right now, in this particular current point in time. I don't think a lot of you Geminis at this particular time, as of right now, should be thinking about any kind of relationships. And I'm not saying for y'all to not date. Let me be more specific. Continue to date, but at the same time, learn to work out this particular issue that y'all are having with this person, okay? And I should say, do it however it is that you want. Whether you got to take a break, whether you're going to continue to date. But what I'm saying here, what I'm seeing and saying here is, a lot of you Geminis, you have this person that is coming back because they're trying to see what's going on with you. And right now, you're being tested, whether it is that y'all know that, well, y'all know, but y'all are being tested because that's what happens when people who come back do. They are essentially trying to test you. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. The Ace of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Right, so this is a situation for you Geminis, where the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Cups, the Three of Cups represents how a lot of you... That's my cat. Why are you sniffing around? Anyway, you Geminis, right? Again, here's them trying to, send you this love offer again. Six of Cups, they're trying to be like, hey, what's going on with you? They want to get back together with you. The Queen of Wands and the King of Cups is about, no, that's not happening. You Geminis are not upset at them, but you Geminis do not want to be in a relationship with them. No, that's not something that you want. No way. And the Three of Cups represents, okay, yeah, so some of you Geminis may actually you may actually be talking to somebody, even if you're not. You're still dating. You're still trying to get to know other people. But they're looking at it from a perspective of, they don't see the other person. They don't see the third person or the potential third person, right? Where you're dating and moving on with your life, but they trying to like skew the situation like, oh, it's just you and them type stuff. So, let me be more specific. Continue to date, but at the same time, learn to work out this particular issue that y'all are having with this person. And right now, you're being tested, whether it is that y'all know that, well, y'all know, but y'all are being tested because So you know. But this is them though. This is where they are. But let's clarify the Ten of Wands. So pretty. It's a lioness of a cat. So, all right. So to clarify the Ten of Wands, you have Page of Wands, Five of Pentacles, the Devil, and the Ace of Wands. Right? You know, the Page of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're not gonna be with these people. Again, so many indications that you're not. Ten of Wands, walking away. Page of Wands, paying attention to what's new in your life instead of what you already lived in the past. The Five of Pentacles, walking away yet again. Walking away from an individual that you thought it was safe at one point, but not necessarily, right? The Devil and the Ace of Wands, because again, this person is obsessed. This person is caught up with the way you look and that you have, and they enjoying it, and they're obsessed with it, and they don't want to leave it alone. But at the same time, you know, you Geminis don't want to, obviously, y'all are not into them anymore. So, you know, if they treated you with respect, then yeah, y'all would. But see, they didn't. It's a no-go. So they got to deal with those type of consequences of you Geminis not being there in their life. It's a cold world. As far as the future is concerned, you Geminis are going to continue to move forward. You know, this is not a big thing that's going to hold y'all back. You know, this is just something where this is just going to pass. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers. As of right now, I actually have 6,612 subscribers. Y'all, thank y'all. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos.